Hello, my name is Joel Oppenheimer and I'm a licensed clinical social worker, and I work here at the Counseling Center at SUNY New Paltz. I'm going to talk to you today about masculinity. I know this is like a very hot topic. I know there's a lot of parts to it. So I'm going to touch on some things that I've been working on myself as a clinician from the Counseling Center, but also as a person in a community. But before I do that, I need to thank the wisdom and support that I've gotten from people around me. This is an issue that's been going on for many, many hundreds of years, and I couldn't stand here and talk to you about this topic without acknowledging the people who have been working on this for a really long time and whose information and support has really helped me in this process, not only helping others, but in my own personal masculinity journey. So I wanted to thank Sherry Mitchell, Sekum Hawkstorm, and Phoenix Kawamoto, who are indigenous people who have really been so generous in providing wisdom about this topic. And this is wisdom that has been around for hundreds of years. And we are just now really acknowledging the need to connect with indigenous peoples in the Americas and the necessity for us all to come together to not only heal each other, but also heal our planet. So when we talk about going back hundreds of years and how this country sort of came together and how this country was colonized, it's a deep issue that affects us still today. Because when colonizers came over from Europe, we took things without consent. We took land and property and lives. And when you take something that is not yours, you covet it. And you see another that might be a threat to this new possession. And this dynamic of power and holding and fear and othering is really at the foundation of the colonizing that occurred at the beginnings of this, what we call the United States. And so this issue of consent is so important that we now look at it in so many ways. Because not only have we taken land and lives without consent, but we now touch without consent. We now speak without consent. And as a man in this environment now, I take it as my responsibility to be very vigilant about getting consent. Because if we don't start looking at what we're taking without consent, then we can't really see what that does to people and what it has been doing to people. And this is really an important concept of taking responsibility, because we haven't done that. People who look like me, white, males, able-bodied, we haven't taken the responsibility that we need to take for the things that have happened, the harms that have occurred. And we need to take responsibility for what this world is going to look like. How can we work together to shape the future and save the planet? So really, masculinity embodies all of these dynamics, incredibly historic, but also what we need to do now and in the future. So I've been working with a group here on campus, and we're called the Positive Masculinity Project. And we're really excited to create space for all genders to come together and talk and share stories. Because what masculinity has done, what colonization has done, is it's created an incredible depth of isolation and separation. And the antidote to that, I feel, is for us to come together, for us to connect, for us to find our oneness, and use that oneness to heal each other, to heal our planet, to find connection, to build community, and create something that we can stand on and be proud of. So what the Positive Masculinity Project has done is we've created a toolkit. It's called the Positive Masculinity Toolkit. And this is a list of actions that we can all take, but I push men, male-identifying individuals, to take more initiative to apply these pieces of the toolkit to themselves and the people around them. So I'm going to talk just a couple about a couple of pieces of the toolkit. And one of those is separating ourselves from our purpose, separating ourselves from our status, and finding a way in this world that we truly connect to. Our status and our things that we possess only weigh us down. And it separates us from what we should really be doing, which is teaching, helping, and respecting everyone. We need to figure out a way that, like, we can lose a job and still maintain our self-esteem. So I want to thank everybody for listening, and I want to urge everyone to look at this idea of masculinity, to come together, ask these hard questions, look at objectification of women, challenge racism, challenge homophobia around you, so that we can all build community that has true connection within it. Thank you very much.